Thanks again for the fill, ladies and gents. We're doing number 26. PYT number 26 for Merlin. So here we go. Soccer Breakers FC, that's us folks. Eventually enjoying our breaks. Make sure to join our Facebook group and make sure to follow both Soccer Breakers and Soccer Breakers East on Instagram. Guys, also make sure to download the Fanatics Live app. We are on Fanatics Live 4 to 5 days a week, hopefully soon to be 5 to 6 days a week. And make sure to follow Soccer Breakers FC on there. Lots of fun, cheaper, less expensive breaks on that format right now. Up and packed out. So how y'all doing tonight? You guys gonna keep me awake through this? Hopefully someone's gonna be talking to me. I'm ready for some very deep conversation. At 2 a.m. What time is it? 3 a.m.? 2 a.m.? 2 a.m. Oh, it's early. It's early. Don't you want me to hurt you? Tell me the answer. You ain't knows, but you ain't no dancer. Helter Skelter, do. Helter Skelter. There we go. Oh, you know what I forgot to do on this one? This one's Gal, right? Okay, hold on 1 second. Gal, I'm gonna just add to one of these teams here. Maccabi, that's that. Alright, there you go. You got Maccabi too. So don't forget. File, print. There you go. Dan, what's up, brother? What's the meaning of life? That's right. Deep conversation. I've been thinking about that quite a bit. Oh, man. I want to know what the Chelsea West Ham score is going to be this weekend. That's what I want to know. I'm saying Chelsea on the road. I'm going 3-1 Chelsea. That's my prediction right there. 3-1 Chelsea over West Ham. You heard it here first. They will give up a goal because defensively they're still pretty suspect. But I think 2-1. There we go. Yeah, Chelsea played really good against Liverpool. First half was a little dicey. I mean, you know, they just on the counter they're just way too vulnerable. They seem to, you know, I mean, even spurts of the game when they were controlling, like when Liverpool got the ball and went the other way, it was like scary every time. But in the second half, they really did kind of tighten up a little bit, and yeah, they just played really well. I mean, and it's, you know, they just play a fun style this year, whereas last year, like I said, it was horrible last year. I don't know if you could call it a style. They had nothing. Easy nil too. I know, is West Ham good this year? Any good? The Hammers any good? Oh, by the way, I've noticed one thing. I just noticed, I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed, but our last two cases did not have Renaissance. Neither one of them, which was kind of weird. Every one of the ones. This is all like, you saw that big picture I put of like 40 cases? I just been grabbing stuff off those cases, so it's not like these came from anywhere different. They're all from the same place. I just realized that. I didn't hit it in the last case either, so maybe that's what happens. You hit 2 match balls, then you don't get a Renaissance. Okay with... yeah, good. Are you a West Ham fan? Yeah, or... Hill to skill to do. So you missed it. Huh? I don't see one in this case, but we'll find out. Discard a lot on this one. And on this one. Here we go. Opening packs. Do you guys like it better when I do it like this, or do you like it better when I just open it pack by pack? Or do you care? Do you not really care? I'm thinking maybe this time of night, this might speed it up a little bit, but... Open pack by pack. these two, and then maybe I'll switch to pack by pack. Okay, it sucks this year. There's no Champions League for Chelsea, but oh well. No Europa League, no nothing. I'm tired of opening packs. Let me show some cards. Alright, let's do these at least. Virgil van Dijk. Yuri Boss to 25. Yuri Boss. Cole Palmer. Silva. Merlin. Marco van Basten. To 350, Kalamwendu rookie for Stade Rennais. Silla. Piero rookie. Merlin Fractor. Fabio Moretti. XJ, what's up, brother? Thank you guys, appreciate that, XJ. How you been, my friend? Leo Messi. Anthony. Raskin. To 225, Timo Werner. Paul Warner. Zoboslai. Cameron Carter Vickers. Speaking of dinner time, I'm pretty hungry. Is it Celtic or Celtic? I don't like the Boston Celtics. Because today, I've always been saying Celtic, but today I was listening to another breaker and he was saying Celtic. And I was like, that's what I thought. I always thought it was Celtic, but he kept saying Celtic, and I was like, damn, have I been mispronouncing it all these years? I thought maybe I've been like, all these years I've been saying it wrong. Yeah, Tom, brother, do you not sleep? Cristiano likes to get up early and take his little morning jog and drink his morning booster, huh? Did you actually sleep, or have you been up this whole time? Tom's part vampire too, apparently. Knew we had something in common. You do not sleep. Who needs sleep? This. Are all vampires. That's right, everybody's. Okay, guys, I just threw up 3 more cases of this stuff, and I dropped prices on a lot of adjusted prices. The only team that went the other way was Manchester United. Everything else went down, or stayed the same, but mostly went down quite a bit. A lot of them. So overall, ooh, nice one there. Chelsea to 75. Enzo. I love the blue on blue. These 75 color matches look cool. Oh, thank you, Tom, for hanging with me. Need some moral support here at 2 a.m. We got XJ back. Now I might have to just stay on. If XJ's back and Tom's, everybody's here. I was getting ready to hit the sack. Sesko. But no, actually, this is going to be my last one. It is, I don't think anything else is close. Del Piero. Alessandro Del Piero. And by the way, guys, I haven't forgot about the other stuff in the store, the Obsidian, the museum, the other stuff. We will be getting to those as well. I thought this whole week would be pretty much mostly Merlin, and I definitely do need to move some more. I got a lot of, I still have quite a bit of, what's it called? The other one? Sapphire. So I will be probably trying to do some more Sapphire. Maybe we'll do more of those 4 casers and try to give you guys decent deals on some of those. Kulusevski, just to help me move some more stock. Mukoko, I gotta get Tops paid, so we need to move some more cases. Tavo's here as well. It's really a party now. To 99, Mukoko. Sweet. By the way, guys, since we got you here, let's go back to the topic of Panini Soccer. Anybody have any other brilliant suggestions for how to improve Panini Soccer? The obvious ones, checklist. Nicer patches, obviously, that's a no-brainer. I was thinking more like chases, but other than those, if anybody has any brilliant thoughts or ideas, this would be a good time to share them. To 199, Edwards. Yeah, Tom, I told Austin to send me some suggestions. If you have any, feel free to do the same. Sesko. I'm going to read over him. Johansson. Lower price point. Yeah, I think that's something that's a little bit out of their control, Tavo. You know, I think what's happening a lot is with Panini is a little different than Topps. I think the correct way to phrase that would be better distribution, I think. Because what's going on with Panini is, you know, they're putting out a product at a certain price point, and by the time it gets to you, it's been bumped, like, you know, it's been doubled. So Panini, for example, puts out Prism at, let's say, $220. By the time the distributor sells it to me and by the time I sell it to you, it's been bumped. So then instead of, you know, they don't go directly to me, they go through a distributor, and then we end up, you know, the market ends up just, you know, it ends up at like 450, 500 instead of at 300 where it's supposed to be. But I think when they create the product, they create it with that $300 price point in mind, but somehow it ends up being, you know, $400 or $500 is where it ends up being. Yeah, that is true too, XJ. That's actually true too. It's just because the demand, right? But it's a little different. I don't know. I mean, just the way Topps does it is a little bit different. The way Topps does it is they have kind of like a set price, and it seems to work. And, you know, I don't know. Like, when, just to give you an example, like Topps puts, I don't know, Merlin out at like, you know, whatever, 160, 165 wholesale, and you know, Blowout puts it at 219. But if Panini puts out something, Blowout will put it at like 400. the same $160 you know, they won't put Obsidian at like, well, Obsidian is a little bit more expensive, but anyway, so Obsidian should be at like $250 instead. You know, Blowout puts it at $400, so or they, and then all of a sudden that's the price. You know? But again, like XJ said, if you guys say no, I'm not paying $400, then he'll be forced to put it at $350, and then if you don't pay $350, eventually it'll come down to $300. But I guess, yeah, I don't know. That's kind of the way it's been working. Yeah, the whole Dutch auction thing too. Yeah, I see where that, because it's like, really? Yeah. Ibala. I mean, this whole allocated price, rebuy price, you know, it's something that's been going on for a long time, Fagioli. But I think it's kind of at its, I think it's changing, you know. Foden. I mean, I like the way Topps does it. That's the price, you know. I mean, unless something really crazy happens, then yes, sure. Yeah, of course. If this comes out and all of a sudden it goes crazy, and all of a sudden, you know, prices start going from $220 a box to $250 a box to $300 a box, then sure, I can't call up Topps and say, hey, give me the, you know, product at the same price, because the price has moved now, and they're going to want more for, you know, more close. I mean, you can still get it at under what the retail market is, but they're not going to give it to anybody at the same price that it was when, you know, before it went up in value. It's like anything, but with Topps, it seems to be much more under control, the pricing situation. Figo. Well, yeah, and it seems like with Panini, it's much more of a commodity. XJ, I mean, it seems like stores, especially Panini Soccer, stores get Panini Soccer. Very few actually sell Panini, especially the high-end stuff. Like a store that gets an Immaculate case, they're not going to sell that Immaculate case to anybody. They're just going to try to find the breaker or some other person that's, you know, to, because very few customers, you know, go into stores and pay, you know, $5,000-$6,000 for a case. It's like a commodity, and it's like to be traded, right? And they put it on DealerNet, and they put it on, you know, eBay, wherever, trying to, you know, Foden to 99. Which is precisely what you're not supposed to do with Topps product, which is, you know, Topps basically says, if we're selling you product, we want you to sell it to, we don't want you to sell it. After 30 days, I think it's okay. But, you know, if we buy product, we're supposed to sell it to you guys. So it's not for me to, like, buy Topps and then try to sell it to other stores or other breakers. I mean, they can do that themselves. They don't need to. Which makes sense to me. I mean, that's, you know. Because if you have that as your policy, then the stores can't buy it, because if they can't sell it, then they shouldn't be buying it. I mean, that's the way I look at it. If you can't sell Immaculate Soccer, then why are you buying Immaculate Soccer? You're only buying it because you think it's worth more and you want to make a quick buck on flipping it. You know? To 99, Virgil van Dijk. On-card autos is a huge draw. Yeah. On-card. Yeah, I gotta make sure I make these notes here. Let me ask you guys this. I mean, this is how I feel. If you would you rather have like a card that has like a really sick patch, right? It's like nasty, sick, you know, patch that is unassociated, or would you rather have a match-worn napkin? I mean, that's basically my question. My personal preference is, I don't care if it's unassociated, if it's super sick. Like, I want the card to look pretty. Sure, ideally I would like it to be match worn and look pretty, you know. But for example, player worn versus, to me, player worn versus unassociated. If the unassociated is really sick, I'd much rather have the, I mean, match worn is a little bit like more important, but match worn with proof. Okay. So everybody wants match worn. How about player worn versus a sick patch? So basically player worn napkin or sick patch unassociated. You'd still go player worn versus sick patch. Because to me it's like, if the card's cool looking, that's like gonna increase the value a lot. Yeah, I mean, I agree with, I personally like sick patch. No, I agree, Tavo. Basically, it's not a, you know, unassociated patch is basically just to make the card look pretty, right? But I'm just saying, like, when we open a case of Immaculate, right? When the whole thing about Immaculate is the sick patches. So you want it to look pretty. You want it to look like, you know, he's the player who's touched it. Okay. To 250. More metal, silver bars, gold bars. Yeah, no, I agree. I like those too. This is good. Manu. What else was I thinking? How do you guys feel about, I mean, to me, one of the important things, like for example, Obsidian. Let's use Obsidian as an example. If Obsidian doesn't have Color Blast, to me, it's going to be a, I mean, the Color Blast adds a ton to that product, in my opinion, at least. So I think, like, for example, in this product, having the hidden gems and having the Renaissance, you need chases like that, even the Grail. Rounding out of checklists. What do you mean by rounding out? To rounding out of, you mean like just better checklists, or? Yeah, no, I agree, but I'm just saying, without you, you know, it just adds a lot. You have to give something for people to. You have to add value to it somehow. And if you're putting out, like, quite honestly, obviously the main thing, I mean, for me, if it's like any product, you know, like real estate, they say location, location, location. With products, any product, it's checklist, checklist, checklist. That's where it starts, and that's like the most important thing. But once you get past that checklist, 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 there's other things you can do to, you know, to make it sexier. Yeah, like they could, you know, I love Impeccable. I mean, Impeccable and Immaculate could both be such wonderful products, but I don't know how you guys feel about this year's Impeccable and Immaculate, but both, in my opinion at least, have been pretty huge disappointments this year. I don't know if you guys agree, or if you know, I mean, just, I think the price kind of Look at what's happened to Immaculate. It's dropped by like $2,000-$3,000 a case. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's Yota. I molded it. Alright, I'm gonna have to do these pack by pack, guys, especially if we're talking, because otherwise it's hard to follow it. I mean, like I said, more diversity in player checklists. The other thing that I've noticed that Topps generally does better is getting the new rookies in, like the Arda Gulers, you know, like guys like that. Like, just, they seem to be getting, like, even like they got Holland in way before Panini did. They seem to get the, like, younger, you know, I mean, quite frankly, like a lot of these, like, Endrick type guys and, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. Like, for high-end products, you've got to have legends. It would be like doing a, you know, an NFL product and not having Dan Marino and, you know, all the, you know, famous quarterbacks, John Elway, you know, Joe Namath, you know, none of those guys, and you're putting in, you know, I don't know, Johnny Manziel. Yeah, I mean, look at Leaf's checklist. Well, look at this checklist, right? Yeah, I know with soccer they always have a hard time like getting these guys to sign, but you gotta just have better, you know, access to player signings. Biggest disappointment is printing lines and selling this. Yeah, the quality control has to be. But honestly, like, you know, if you look at, I mean, look at Panini products of years past versus now. I honestly think it's just, you know, what is it that made 2018, 2019 Immaculate so good and 2022 Immaculate? I mean, it just seems like every year something about it got a little bit worse than the year before. Almost every year. It's not like one year it went up, one year it went down. It just seems like from 2018, you know, the next year's product was still good, just a little bit not quite as good. Then the next year's product came out. At least that's how it was with the Impeccable. Like, the first year Impeccable that came out was the best. And then the next year, it was a little bit not quite as sexy. And then last year's, we thought, okay, well, I mean, obviously this year adding Holland was a great thing, Alon or whatever. But anyway, other than Holland, you know, there's like really not. You got Holland, you got Beckham, and then like the third auto was like who even knows? You're starting to hit like all these obscure English players from the '80s that, you know, half the people don't even know. I agree about the price thing, but to me personally, and I don't know if you guys agree or not, I would rather pay a higher price for a better product than a cheaper price for crap. I mean, if cheap price, like, I would not want to pay the cheap current. Look at the current price for Immaculate. It's the lowest that it's been. But it's junk, you know, compared to the other years. You know, whereas 2, 3, I'd rather pay $6,000, $7,000 a case for a nice Immaculate, even $7,000, $8,000 a case for a nice Immaculate, versus, you know, $4,500 a case for an Immaculate that is not really immaculate. No, I mean, look at Leaf is what they are. They're unassociated. They have insane checklists. I mean, that's the thing. Leaf also looks at checklist, right? Sure, I understand a lot of people don't like the cards. Some people will never like Leaf because it's unassociated. But you gotta admit, for the price point that they have, you know, if you're into getting a Messi auto, or if you're getting into, if all you care about is having a Messi auto or a Haaland auto or a Ronaldo auto, you know, you're going to be able to do it in Leaf for way less than anything else. And you can get into breaks for Leaf for, you know, a third, a quarter of the price, half the price, a third of the price of what Panini is. Well, that's what I told Tufts. That's what I tell all of them. I'm like, look, you know, price point, I think 99% of the people would rather pay like $250 a box versus $200 a box if the $250 meant that the checklist is going to be like 10 times better. You know, so if you guys have to go out and pay more to get these guys to sign, you know, pay it. You know, we'll you know, the consumer will still rather have, you know, you've got to have like Messi, Ronaldo, Haaland, you know, R9, Ronaldinho, all these guys in the product. I understand it's going to cost more versus having David Ospina, but nobody wants David Ospina in the product anyway. Harvey Elliott. Akliuche. I mean, I think, yeah, that's more of a production thing, I think, though, XJ Simons, because, you know, smaller checklist. Yeah, I mean, from a selfish standpoint, for breakers, that's not good, because when it's small, it's harder to break it down. I mean, I guess it depends on what you call small, right? Like, ideally, you know, the more teams, the more, but at the same time, you know, if they have like 100 auto checklists, they can make more of the product. So if they only have 50 auto checklists, they will make like, you know, 30-40% less cases. Zoboslai to 350. Okay, yeah. I mean, look at like, for example, I don't know, how do you feel about the Chrome checklist this year, for example, or even this checklist? So, I mean, this is a little bit different because it's a smaller release, but like Chrome's, I think, is a good example. This year's Chrome, the one that just Club Competitions Chrome this year. It was a pretty big checklist, but it, you know, it had duals, it had triples, you know, so it didn't feel bad, even though it was such a big checklist. Yeah, I guess that would be well-rounded, right? Yeah. Yeah, the redemption thing, that's, yeah. I agree. I mean, that's obviously, yeah. But that's more like a, yeah, we're talking right now more like product design, product development type stuff, and the checklist thing. Yeah, I mean, in general, the question with checklist is, or sorry, with redemptions is, you know, I guess, would you rather the player be in it or not? Like, I think for most of those players, we'd rather them not. Yeah, I mean, I don't want it too big, but yeah, at the same time, it has to be like, you know, large enough. You see, chases and rookies are also, I mean, I guess it depends on the type of product, because those chases, in the high-end products are a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, I guess an Immaculate, Impeccable, like those kind of products. I'm thinking, how would chases really work in those? Because like an Obsidian, the Color Blast, but well, I guess the chases in Impeccable would be like the gold bars. That's a chase, right? An Immaculate, I'm trying to remember, does Immaculate like have any chases? Shall be Simons. Yeah, exactly. It did. It did. Whoa, 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 whoa. Boom diddy. Moses Simon. For a second, I thought it was going to be Dortmund. Moses Simon, 2 of 5. That's Nantes. FC Nantes. Nantes goes to Leipzig. Nantes. Kevin. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Sule. Yeah, I mean, this year, like, Impeccable, the problem was, like, I don't know, I just, like, we had a case, I just showed it here. See if I can find it on here. Wasn't that long ago either. Yeah, so right here. So like this was the top, these were the top 3 hits. It was, well, you remember this, XJ, because I think you bought half the case in this, or a bunch of the, Brian Robson. Who was the other guy? Tony Adams of Arsenal was 1 box hit. Brian Robson was the other box hit. And then a Harry Kane Master Strokes was the case hit. And that's supposed to be a $3,000 case. Or $30-something $100 case. Let's see, Steven. What? But in my opinion, it would be mission impossible to get 2017 Immaculate case to look for a Messi first auto. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like for a $3,000 case, you have to at least have like, I mean, Kane's your case hit, and then because like in years past, okay, I'll give you an example. In years past, you know, that would have been either like a Ronaldo or a Beckham or a Heung-min Son or a, you know, I'm trying to think. I mean, yeah, Pulisic at that point because Pulisic was so hot. But the others are what I'm talking. Like that one would have been like a Bergkamp, or actually that one would have been Henry. Also was a case hit, which was fine. I can live with that. And then the B hits were like Henry and De Bruyne and you know Terry, Lampard, you know Steve Gerrard, people like that. And you know the C hit still like you hit like multiple cards like that, which is fine if you're going to do a you know $800-900 box. You got to put in an auto that's at least, you know, a $100 auto. Some of those are like, you know. Yeah, the quality of the case hits have gone down. I guess that's what it's, you know. Because a lot of it has to do with production, right? It all comes down to how many. Sorry, sorry guys, I'm talking, and this case will take forever, but I need to talk to you guys about this anyway. Salah and De Bruyne, it's very helpful. Thank you. Oblak to 50. Doué, Alufani. But yeah, the quality of the case hits have definitely gone down. Keane, Aguerd, Bastoni. Silva, Carboni, Vinny Jr. Alright, now I gotta look at this because I'm thinking I missed that refractor here or something. Maybe not. Oh, I did not. Yeah, but I'm hopeful. I mean, Panini was always like the best, especially in higher end stuff. Gittins to 199, and it just seems like this year it just hasn't been the same. Immobile, Harvey Elliott. Rijkaard. Tonali to 299. Anthony, Oblak, Kulusevski to 150, Nuno Mendes, Bastoni, Dino Zoff to 299, Mohamed Ali Cho, Simons, Moses Simon, yeah, of course. I mean, I just remember like there was a lot more. I mean, the thing about Immaculate is such a. I mean, to me, Immaculate is like one of the best. Like those years, Immaculates were the best, and there was just so much nice. You know, I mean, Immaculate is all about the patches. Immaculate has always been about the patches, because you know, the nameplates and the you know the letter patches where like Messi, you can spell out Messi, like all those things. Like, you know, I don't even know if they're in this year's Immaculate. Mo Salah, Guendouzi, Bakayoko to 350, Leal. Sesko, Gassand, goal, Batigol, that is sick. Gabriel Batistuta for Fiorentina. Gal, you want a mag for that, Gal? Congrats. That's why, I mean, To me, Fiorentina for $40 or $44, whatever it is a no-brainer because of him. Let's give him a mag. Yeah, I mean, the checklist. Like, look at the checklist in this product. That's a $220 a box product, and then look at the checklist in a And you gotta sign the new guys. It seems like Panini's attitude for high end this year was, we'll just Holland them to death. We'll just throw as many Hollands at it, and that'll cover for the weakness of the rest of the checklist. But it really doesn't. Of course, having Holland is nice, but Obsidian Timo. Yeah, that's No, Gal, it's not numbered. It's a base. It's just a base. It's not numbered, but still pretty sick. Base cards. It's just no base cards. Kalamandu. Even if the Sporting B team guy. Yep, I get it. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, especially, I mean, the thing about Panini is the high-end side, right? I mean, I really think that's where they've always kind of shined, That's where... Yeah, they just seem like, I don't know, they just seem shinier and more, prettier to look at. What do you guys think, like, as far as the releases this year, which ones do you think Panini did a good job on versus which ones they kind of didn't do so great at? And if I have to say, like, Obsidian was probably one of the better ones. And obviously, Impeccable was pretty weak. Immaculate was pretty weak. Even EPL Prism was... trying to remember back to EPL Prism, but if I recall, EPL Prism wasn't that great either. Select was great. Yeah, they killed it with Select. Like what they did with Select, that's what I gotta say. You have to go look at my... I'm trying to remember. Select had patch autos, right? I'll go back and look at my Instagram when we were doing a lot of Select. I'll go back a few months on Instagram. Yeah, they do have the patch autos on Select EPL. But again, the patches on Select, not so great. World Cup Prism, XJ, or... Yeah, I mean, World Cup Prism was okay, I guess, right? Yeah, they're always tiny, right? There's really not much to... I mean, my opinion is if the patch is going to be to 25 or less, it should not be a napkin. If to 10 or less, absolutely should not be a napkin. Like, it just shouldn't. If it's, you know, okay, to 99, you're going to have the 99s be napkins, that's fine. I can live with that. Even to 50, I can live with that. But if it's going to be 25 or less... You know, yeah, like Mosaic. What? Let me ask you this: how is Mosaic good for basketball, XJ? That's why I'm wondering what makes it good. Because the thing that bugs me about Mosaic is that you get a whole box, you get one auto and one numbered card, and that's it, and just a bunch of base cards. The other stuff, just this stuff is all junk. You know, like in soccer. Maybe in basketball, those junk cards have value. But, you know, just a refractor, a red refractor, a green refractor, they're not numbered. You know, so you get one numbered card and a couple of these weird color, you know, and there's just no value to it. As soccer-wise. But I'm just wondering what makes basketball, like, better. Benzema. Sancho to 99. Silva. Anthony. Zinedine Zidane. That's what I'm saying. It's all about the chases, right? But let me ask you this, Andy. Let's say that same Mosaic product, right? If instead of just the one numbered card, if it was similar to, let's say, Select or Prism, where you got like 4 or 5 numbered cards, and they threw in like a Kaboom chase, and they threw in like a Hidden Gems, then I don't think it would be so bad. I mean, it's just that all you can hit is one auto and one, and they do have the one thing. They do have that stained glass thing, but that's not enough. Jovic to 199. Yeah, I just don't understand why they don't put more numbered cards in it. That's the part that baffles me. Why don't you just throw us a bone? Just throw us some numbered cards. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That is like just there's just nothing to. Yeah. Alex Lowry. Genesis and Peacock chases. That's in different. Okay, so you need those chases in soccer too, I guess, right? Dembele. Boom diddy. Goal. Golazo, golazo, golazo. Renaissance Julian Alvarez. 666. Jay. That's the one nobody wanted, right? I can't get you guys to buy Julian Alvarez. Congrats, congrats. Alright, I'll give you a little mag for that. Mag or no mag? Mag good? Alright, you got it. I like to look at that. Those are pretty cards. XJ, do you guys know, is Mosaic just the one numbered card in all products? Is that just how it is? In every other product, in every other sport, it's also just one numbered card? Yeah, Nobility was great because it was like all on card too, like very little sticker. It was almost like 90% on card. Reina to 199, Kellen Wendu. Alex Lowry, Goncalves, autograph Gabbia for AC Milan, and Vitinha. Oh, nice, Tavo. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm just hoping like it's not a thing with Mosaic where, well, we can only do one. You know, that's how it is. We can only do one numbered card per box, which seems kind of silly. Soccer Mosaic Tavo is horrible. You get one numbered card per box. Sometimes you're not even going to get that, but basically you get one numbered card. But I've had boxes where you have 0 numbered cards, but you're supposed to get one. Vinny Jr. Yeah, there's just nothing you can hit, and the quality of the autos is really poor too. Modric to 99. Since it's a less expensive product, like 90% of the autos are basically junk autos. Layout. And you're lucky you have like the one case hit auto, Kaká, and even that, a lot of them are not, you know, very strong. Like EPL, Mosaic, EPL to 275, Timo Werner. I mean, like, why would somebody go buy a certain team in, you know, in those products? That's the thing. There's just very little to chase. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Exactly. Yeah, it makes sense. If like that one numbered card out of Mosaic was all of a sudden a $500 card because it's so rare, that would make up for it, you know, a little bit. But it's not. And Kunku. Lionel Messi. Boom diddy. There he is, Mr. Kluivert to 100. Nice one there for Ajax. Cody Gakpo. Bianco. Oh my goodness, guys. Guys. Look what we got. Look what we got. We got a superfractor. Good luck. I have no idea what it is. I guess let's go this way to see the league. Is it a base card? Still have no idea what it is. Is it just a base card? Oh, I guess it's a midfielder. Whoever it is, it's a midfielder. Good luck. 1 of 1. Come on now, be something sick. Boom diddy. Nicolo Fagioli, rookie, 1 of 1 for Juve. David Nagy. Wow, Juve absolutely murdering it. Had a Del Piero auto in there too. Little Del Piero auto, and now a 1 of 1 Fagioli. Is he any good? Yeah, it's really pretty. Yeah, exactly. 101 rookie. Can't be so bad. Yeah, the other thing that seems, like I said, Topps usually is much better about getting the rookies in there. It's weird because sometimes like a certain player will be a rookie in Topps like a year or two earlier, and then they'll show up in Panini as a rookie like 2 years later. Oh, that's not. What am I doing? I need to show that. This one. Make sure these are all just base cards. was like, wait a minute, there's an auto in there. Mixing that up with the base cards. There it is. That's the base cards. Alright, this one we need to show. Modric, Hillian Jr. Oh, you're welcome, David. Congrats. To 150, Modric. Yeah, this is going to be the longest break on Keith's Tell. But it was cool. I'm glad we're having this discussion. It'll help me a lot for sure. Xavi. Piero to 299. De Jong. Piero. Garnacho. Mukoko. Due. Jesus. Bajetic to 150. To 350, Minamino. He's gone now. He was on Liverpool, right? Monaco now. Martinelli. And Smalling. Maccabi player there. Forgot. Rookie auto from Chrome. He does? Oh, yeah. I don't know a whole lot about it. Musiala. Bohumdiri. How about a Dino Zoff autograph? Sick. For Juve. Juve absolutely murdering this break. A little bit of Del Piero. How about a little bit of Dino Zoff? A 1/1 Fagioli. Sickness. All we need is a Zidane auto and it'll be complete. Chiesa. Silva. Ooh, to 75. Moretti. Under 21. How about you guys? But I am absolutely starving. It's a real bite to eat after this. 3 more boxes and we're ready to eat. Rookie Regier. Wayne Rooney. Guys, by the way, for tomorrow, we'll get that NT going tomorrow or Saturday at the latest. Actually, I'm not 100. Whether I get on tomorrow or not, it's gonna a lot depend on what Austin does earlier. So if Austin gets on late and he's on till like into my hours, then I'll probably not get on tomorrow, and I'll get on Saturday. But if I have to talk to Austin tomorrow. If Austin gets on Fanatics tomorrow, then I will get on here. So it just depends on what we do. Zalewski. But I do want to get that 4 case Sapphire. Actually, you know what? I do want to break that 4 case Sapphire. So I'll probably just, if that fills, I'll get on to do that. Guiri. Wow, I tell you what, this Maccabi, I think I gave them to Gal. They're eating a lot in this one. Like several numbered cards for Maccabi Haifa to 250. Franzi Piero. Let's see, how old is Franzi? Yeah, hopefully we can get it filled. We're pretty close. Sadio Mane. Alejandro Garnacho, rookie. Merlin to 99. Jovic. Alright, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Yeah, I do like that. I do like that. Messi looks like he's trying to shove his way out of a test tube. Jamie Carragher. Jamie Carragher. There we go. Guardiola. Musa. Sesko. Yeah, the one thing about Panini's also I've noticed is their EPL checklists tend to be a little underwhelming. You know, they do a much better job with, obviously since Holland came over to the EPL, that's helped a lot. But before that, it was like really bad. Now at least they have Holland in there all the time, so that's one thing. But I will be listing another 4 case, however, not until the one that we have up is already very close to selling out. You know, if it's down to like a couple teams, I'll list another one. But yeah, the other one we list will be like at some point during the day tomorrow. Cancelo. Gavi. Moses Simon. Merlin Fractor. Yes, the website, Curtis. Yeah, always the website. Yeah. You do want to be on the Facebook group though, because that's where I will post like, hey guys, I just posted it, or I'm about to post it. That way you get notice that it's happening. Otherwise, yeah, you won't know when I'm doing it. But yeah, if you're in the Facebook group, that's the way. 275, Gabriel Jesus. Clivert. Obama. Under 21. Romero. To 25. Rookie. Mubama for West Ham. Mubama. Originally joined as an 8-year-old left back. He any good? Mubama? It's Tottenham West Ham. Casper Kramer has them. Maybe next Antonio. Right card. Last box. Good luck, good luck. Yeah, a lot of these should be up on the wall. I've just been lazy on putting them up. Arena. Cody Gakpo autograph. Liverpool. Liverpool eating a little bit too. here. Alejandro Garnacho. Wow, 910.7 million? The most expensive teenagers ever. Fabia's only 19. Tillman. Ousmane Dembele, 135 million. That's what Barca paid for Dembele. Holy crap! 68 million. All right. Almost ends up. So first two cases we had 2 match balls in each, no Renaissance. And this one we had a Renaissance but no match ball. Saliba. Torres to 250. Roberto Carlos. Foden. There's Ben Seguir. To 150 Pellegrini. Adeyemi. And Martinelli. Alright, recap time. Enzo, Garnacho, Haaland, Simon, Mudryk, Garnacho, Mudryk, Messi, Nkunku, Enzo, Kalimuendo, Bastoni, Anthony, Rashford, Johansson, Piero, and Messi. Torre, Pellegrini, Tillman, Gabriel Jesus, Sesko, Merlin, Piero, Moretti, Minamino, Piero, Modric, Modric again. Jeez, back to back. Luka Modric, Timo Werner, Kalimandu, Luka Jovic, Jadon Sancho. Yeah, thanks XJ. I gotta grab a bite to eat and then it is bedtime. Thank you so much, brother. Yeah, we'll talk next couple days. I'll message you. Yeah, let me know if you still want that Leaf stuff or not. No worries if not. If you want it, I can send it. If not, no worries. Leal, or if you think, Bino Gittins, Oblak, Tonali, Ali Cho, Kulusevski, Zoboslai, Akliuche, Minamino, Rashford, Foden, Enzo. Oh, that's it. To 75. Oh, you're eating now. Now I'm really hungry. Van Dijk, Edwards, Mukoko, Werner, Kalimwendu, and Boss. Autographs. Oh, we also had to 25 Mubama. Bajitic for Liverpool. Koeman. Oh, wow, a lot of Liverpool. Hold on a sec here. Let's go back. We're going to do that in a second. Let's do the non-Liverpool ones. Koeman, Carter Vickers, Jota, and Gabia. Then for Liverpool, we had Harvey Elliott, Bajitic to 150, Jamie Carragher, and Cody Gakpo. 4 La Autos for Liverpool. Who had Liverpool? Charlie Wells. Welcome back, Charlie. Charlie in the house. And then we had Patrick Kluivert to 100, Ajax. Moses Simon for Nantes to 5. Then let's do this one for Gal and Fiorentina. Sorcerer's autograph, Batistuta. We had Renaissance for Julian Alvarez, J. Na. But the big winner was Juve. Had the 1/1 Fagioli for David, and then we also had a Zoff auto and a Del Piero auto. Throw those in there with your 1/1. Anyway, guys, I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, but I'm pretty beat. I need to get some food in me and get some sleep. We'll be back on tomorrow with a whole bunch more breaks. Austin and possibly both of us, but at the very least one or the other. Pretty sure Austin's going to go on here tomorrow, but I'll talk to him. Marlin, number 26. Alright guys, thank you so much. I'm ready to go get some food and then get some sleep. Peace out to everybody. Really appreciate all the feedback. That'll be really helpful. So thank you. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Gal. Thank you, XJ. Thank you, Tabo. Thank you, N4. That's Charlie. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Charlie. WGO, Curtis, Juspert, thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Good night. Good night, Simon. Thank you.